I think this is a museum or something. Maybe you need a reservation. Just eat it. Okay.
Nut.
Let me kiss your love a little. Have mercy.
Horse riding.
You're not going to run down.
€1.
From there, down?
we do paragliding.
Everyone has private pool.
Okay.
Questo fiore del